Welcome back to MMA Al Dente. Nate Landwehr versus Austin Lingo. I've got Nate Landwehr winning in rounds 2 and 3. Not at the same time, of course. I did a parlay and him winning in round 2 and round 3. What do you think? No, but I think he's going to win in round 2 or 3. Nate Landwehr just has that style. He's a guy that I did not want to like after he beat my guy Darren Elkins in a fight that I still dispute to this day. But still, it was a razor thin fight. I totally see the argument for him winning, especially if you're fooled by blood. And Nate Landwehr, regardless, he won me over with even that Elkins performance, and especially the performance against David Onama, as well as his win over Ludovic Klein, third round submission, which is his only submission, by the way, as a pro, which is interesting. And even in his losses, getting knocked out by Julian Erosa and Herbert Burns, whatever. That can help make a fan of me, believe it or not. I do think it's a potential worry moving forward that he could be knocked out, but I do think it's going to take some very powerful strikes or very powerful strikers in general to knock him out. Austin Lingo, I don't know if he's got that power. I don't see it from him, and that's why I'm picking Nate Landwehr to win. I do think Austin Lingo is going to be in this fight early on. I expect a close first round, but Nate just has that pace. He doesn't stop. He's relentless, and he's really good, really tough to dominate, tougher than you'd expect. I think he's a handful on the ground, and on the feet, he's much better than he looks. He's not powerful himself, not so powerful himself, but he's still a guy that will break you. I think he's more likely to get the finish, even in this fight against Austin Lingo, who's never been finished. Austin Lingo's one loss is to Yusuf Zalal, and that was in his UFC debut. And Zalal out-wrestled him. And I expect that from Nate Landwehr, even though Nate Landwehr might get him in the back mount, be one punch away from getting the finish, and then stand up and yell to the crowd, like some wild shit or whatever. But I still trust Nate Landwehr to win, even with horse shit like that. I trust Nate Landwehr to win. I think it's going to be a close fight early on. Can't even say who will get the better of the stand-up, but I trust Nate's cardio and pressure and his pace to win and produce a finish in rounds 2 and 3. That finish probably being on the ground. And I'm hoping he gets it done. Plus 500 for him to win in round 2, plus 800 for him to win in round 3. Could be submission or knockout. Or TKO, I should say. And that's pretty much it. Austin Lingo, he could surprise us. He's 2-1 in the UFC, beat Jacob Kilborn and Luis Saldana. But Nate Landwehr is a guy I don't expect him to outpoint. I don't expect him to outpoint, especially on the feet. Nate's, if he doesn't get knocked out, he's a problem. He's fucking relentless. And if they hit the ground at all, I'd expect Nate to be dragging him down there and, beating him up. So, Landwehr, round 2, round 3, plus 500, 800. Like, share, subscribe, all that horse shit. Check out my other videos.